Beautiful humans, what is happening? All right, Craig Goldberg here in Harmony. And today we're going to talk about your participation in the largest vibroacoustic study done to date. I don't know that we're there yet, but as soon as we make 66 participants, which is super easy, and I expect to do pretty quick, this is going to be the largest vibroacoustic study done to date. It's going to be ongoing. If you've been following along here at inHarmony, you know that over the past 4 months, we've probably launched 4 different studies. And those studies have ranged in timeline. Some of them are for new users that are just coming on board, not having used vibroacoustic therapy in the past. Others have been for practitioners and your clients. And what we were looking at was an initial interview or an initial series of questions that we were asking based on validated topics and using validated questionnaires in various areas: sleep, stress, anxiety, that sort of thing. And then a follow-up email that is automated that would come out 6 months later. And many of you are participating, and those studies are still in place. However, in working with Dr. Francisco Cedral, we were able to come up with a much faster, much quicker, much easier process. And it is with a simple pre and post questionnaire. It's 12 questions. So here's what you need to know. This document is going to be posted in Telegram. It's also going to be posted here on our science and research page. And here's my ask. Every single one of you that has our tech, whether it's the cushion, the Sound Lounge 1, the Sound Lounge 3, the Sound Lounge 2, the Practitioner 2, the meditation cushion, any of our original equipment, many of you have been with us for 8.5 years, and I am grateful. This study works on every piece of equipment that inHarmony has for every single session that gets done. So I'll give you a great example. I do a session 4 times a week. I'm on my meditation cushion 6 days a week. Every single session, I am doing a pre and post. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that along with screen shares so that we can go through exactly what this process looks like. I put it in an acrylic stand. I printed it on my printer here. It's black and white. It doesn't take up a lot of copy, a lot of ink. And this sits next to every device that I have in my healing studio. So when I'm running demos, when I'm sharing this with somebody, I'm asking them, hey, would you want to contribute to the world's largest vibroacoustic therapy study? It's a quick 12-question quiz or questionnaire that you're going to take beforehand. At the end of those 12 questions, it's going to give you a wellness score. So all you have to do is open up the camera on your phone, and then you want to go to the pre. So you just go right here, you grab that QR code, and I'm going to do a screen capture and a screen share of this. So we're going to include this in the video that you're watching. Maybe it's right here. Maybe it's right here. I don't know exactly where we're going to put it in post, but you'll see pre-session well-being questionnaire. And you complete this quick questionnaire, Craig Goldberg. It auto-populates for me with my date of birth and my email address. And then we're simply going to plug in, I'm male. And then it says, how would you rate your current state of mind, your emotional state? 0, very negative. 5, very positive. I'm pretty positive right now. How free from anxiety do you feel right now? Probably about a 3. Life is life and pretty hard this Monday as I'm recording this. How free from stress do you feel right now? Not at all or completely free from stress. I feel a little bit of stress right now. How relaxed do you feel at this current moment? 0 being not relaxed at all. 5 being completely relaxed. You know what? I'm actually pretty relaxed because I like doing what I'm doing and I'm having fun. How would you rate your level of mental clarity right now? Pretty clear. How fatigued do you feel as of right now? I just woke up. I had a great night's sleep. How would you rate your energy level right now? I actually feel pretty energized. How free from aches and pains do you feel right now? I actually have some aches and pains going on in the body. How would you rate your current level of physical comfort? 0 being feeling significant physical discomfort. 5 feeling complete physical comfort. I feel pretty good. How would you rate your overall sense of well-being at this moment? Pretty good. It's actually 10 questions. They reduced it. And then you click submit. Once you click submit, you're going to get that wellness score of a 35. And it says, thank you for your participation. Now, the only way that this score counts is if after their session, you go back and you hit the post session. So then you go right back in here with the QR code again, you scan it, and now you go through that same exact questionnaire. And again, you're going to see the screenshot here on our on the video. Again, first name pre-populates, last name pre-populates, date of birth pre-populates, email address pre-populates, and right back to the same 10 questions. How would you rate your state of mind? Now, I'm not going to go through this because I didn't do a session, but your post-session questionnaire, that whole process takes all of maybe a minute on the front end and maybe a minute on the back end. And that data then gets added into our database. So when you fill these out, the data set goes straight to our scientific advisory team. It goes straight into statistical analytics, and we begin to analyze all of those responses. And this is the easiest way for every single session to be documented. So as always, if you have any questions, my phone number is at the top of this website. Thank you for participating. I think the key understanding is that every single session, every single owner does, you can participate. Every single demo that you do, every single client that you have come through, just have them do the pre and post. And I already know that each and every one of you love to contribute to the data. I know that you love to contribute to the science and the research. We have more studies that are being done in a lab as we speak, and the results are very promising. And we have a lot more literary reviews that are coming out and published content as well, along with a whole lot of other surprises on the science and research side. So thank you for your participation. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of this. And as always, if you have any questions, my phone number is at the top of this site. Please give us a call. Thanks so much.